Time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. Wherever today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna hang out with you, bang out with you, clang out with you, talk to you, walk with you, whatever you need. That's why we're here for you, and we do it for you. Okay, man. So good to see all my people out here. Normally we come to you on Mondays and Fridays for a live stream. However, tomorrow is Friday, and we're not going to be able to come at that time. We may come later on that day, but we have an appointment, and we got to keep that appointment. So we're trying to bring this broadcast to you right now so that you guys know that we're still here. We still care about you. We haven't forgotten about you, and we still love you. So Lisa D and I have been busy, busy, busy. This has been a busy week for us. But you know what? We thank God that we got something to do and that we have something to be busy about. Because a lot of people just sitting around twiddling fingers, not doing anything. It is awesome to be busy, guys. It's awesome to be busy because when you're busy, you keep your mind off of trouble, off of things that are depressing, and you have something that energizes you, that focuses you to do what you can do and do what you need to do. What's up, Diaz? You all right, man? So good to see you. He said, what's good, BobbieD? First man up in the house. Diaz in the house today. So good to see you, my brother from another mother. Diaz is doing real well. He was in Thailand. He probably done made it to Colombia. But see, he was going to Manila by now. So good to see. He was going to Colombia. No, see, he was going to Thailand. He was going to Vietnam. And then he was going, I think he was going to come back to the Philippines. So good to see you, my brother. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful day in the Philippines. It's about 80 degrees. There's a breeze in the air. And everything is all right. Uptight, and out of sight. Yeah, we're having a beautiful time in the Philippines. Lisa D is here today. She's finishing up on she just finished cooking breakfast. And now she is starting her preparations for lunch and dinner. So we try to cook our meals. What's up, Murphy? You good, man? Gunny in the house, Gunny in the house. Woo, what's up, Gunny, man? Still good. He said, hello, Bobby. He's the second man up, Gunny. Number two just won't do, but you do just fine. Normally, guys, we again, I want to repeat in case I forget. Tomorrow at normal time, we won't do the broadcast. I might do it later. We got an appointment at that time. After we get through the appointment, if I have an opportunity, I'll come back and do a broadcast. And then if I don't, you'll see me on Friday. Sometime Friday, you'll see me Saturday, okay? But we're here, and we'll always try to talk to our people and make sure that you're aware of what's going on. I want to go back to you. I talked to you, I guess, a few days ago now about the banking problem in America. We touched on that. I did a video about it, a broadcast about it, and it's very bad, guys. It's worse than what they're making it out to be. Okay, you have to understand that it's not good for the economy, and it's not good for the USA. And so I understand also that this bank failure situation will not just be for the U.S. Everything in economy, economics has a what? Trickle down effect. Okay, so everything is trickled down from the top to the bottom. Okay, so all this will be a global economic downturn for the entire world. Okay, because everything in the country, everything in the world now is what all countries are what interconnected. So if the USA, which is the top dog of all nations, is having this issue, guess what? Look around the world and see who else is happening. It's going to spread like wildfire. Okay, so that's why the United States, President Biden, Treasurer, all the people of the economies in the United States government are getting together to try to put nip this in the bud. Because once one bank starts, another one. It's like a cascading events. All series of events happening over and over again. What can you do? As a little man, you can try to protect yourself. How can you protect yourself? Make sure you have your money in a safe bank, FDIC approved. It has you can be assured up to 250,000. I think Biden in his speech last minute ago. Okay, Diaz says Murphy says, "Hey Diaz, thanks. How are you?" Diaz said Chris Suisse is 550 billion in debt, and Switzerland has agreed to bail him out. Oh, okay, that's good. Switzerland to bail them out. So we're bailing out the country, the banks in America. And President Biden is trying to say that it's not a bailout. The taxpayers won't pay for it because they're getting the money from the money that the companies or banks put in the FDIC. That may be, but eventually, all of that money is coming from our pockets. So this, that's just a camouflage. It is coming from the pockets of the American public, and we have to bail the banks out. And I don't know, it's a good thing because we are trying to recover our economy after the pandemic, and we can't afford something like this to pull us down right now. I say bail them out if you have to. You know, if we got to pay for it, we got to pay for it. No, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, and we have to accept the responsibility for that. We don't want to get into a position where we have a recession and things are hard. Our jobs are hard to find. You know, that we a few years ago when the pandemic first started, if you recall, there were people lined up to get food on the streets. You remember that? And particularly in California and other countries, people were lined up to get food on the street. That's what they didn't. Everybody was locked in, didn't have no jobs. All the jobs, stopped letting people come to work, and so it was a pitiful situation. I saw it looking at that picture from an overseas perspective. I felt very sorry for our country, and so I don't want to see that happen again. And what do you do to prevent that type of situation? You try to do everything that Biden is doing right now. You talk to all your finance committee members, and you make sure that if the Feds need to up the basis points, they just upped it, I think, several times a year by 75 basis points. I think 75 would be too much. They probably do 25 now just to try to curtail. So the interest rates will again go up a little bit more. It's going to hurt the people that are trying to purchase property or get loans. It's going to cause the interest rate is going to go up a little bit more. But if that's what it costs, if that's what it takes to settle down the economy, I say do it. And so all the financial geek gurus are there in the Washington in the government trying to tamp this thing down so it will not get to be too embarrassing for our country. As far as Ukraine is concerned, Ukraine is in the United States is still helping Ukraine assistance with ammunition, weapons, and advice, and they're holding their ground. But for some reason, the president of Ukraine has chosen to stay in Bakhmut, and when that's not a strategic position, and he's just wasting a lot of his manpower there. I would suggest that they pull out of Bakhmut and then prepare for an affront, an offensive towards the Russian troops. Now's the time to do it because the Russian troops, their weapons, our ammunition is running out very, very out, almost out and dangerously low. So now's the time to we pull away from Bakhmut. Let them have Bakhmut. If they want to, let them have it. It's not a strategic town. They don't really need that. But and then I would say try to do an offensive, and then that would put the Russians on the run. Now, as far as the Philippines is concerned, a lot of things going on here. I told you several days ago rather, about the oil spill in Mindanao. Several beaches have been overrun by oil. Many of the people here cannot do any work because that fishing was their livelihood, and that's been now taken away, and it's getting to be very, very costly. The Philippine government has asked Japan and many other countries to come in to assist with cleaning up the oil spill. So that's a good thing. It's helping, but anytime you have an oil spill, it takes sometimes years, decades for it to fully recover. So that's going to put a dent in the economy of the Philippines, which they do not need at this time. I'm waiting for my bivalent shot. I understand that the bivalent is supposed to be coming at the end of the month. I've seen no announcement that other than it's supposed to be coming, so it's not here yet. So when that bivalent gets here, I will be getting my shot. It'll be my fourth shot, LisaD, or fifth? How many shots we had? We had one, two, three. That'll be my third. No, we had a booster, right? We had the first one, we had a second one, we had a booster. This will be my fourth shot. So I say get protected, stay protected. Many of you haven't gotten the first shot yet, but if you haven't, you want to pray about it, man, because fifth?
We already have second boosters.
No. How many boosters did we get? One or two?
Two.
We got two? Man, it's been so long. I know I got my last booster in January, okay? So was that the fourth? Anyway.
I think fifth.
Okay, anyway, get your boosters, get all the things you need. It's not a problem with getting around the countries. Now, most countries are not requiring that you have the RT-PCR test now. That's done away with because for all intents and purposes, maybe the larger countries of the world have COVID almost in check. So I understand that the United States recently stopped the test requirements for testing for China, people coming from China into the U.S. So that shows you that we're advancing as far as hampering or limiting COVID. COVID will be with us, I guess, till the end of time. It's not going anywhere, but we have to learn how to deal with it and live with it. And it's going to probably be like the flu shot. Every year you get a flu shot because the resistance to it changes and the strains changes, and the scientists have to develop a vaccine that would take care of the current strain that's out there. They're also, who's this? Hold on, y'all. I'm using Lisa D's phone, so Lisa D got a lot of people be calling her and checking with her in the morning. I don't know. She got her crew. You know, she joined the Pooh Bear. That's Pastor Charles Pooh Bear team, and those ladies are very, very active. And Lisa G is just enjoying it so much. She's going out with the ladies, helping children and stuff, and they have a dance team. She's in the dance team. They're practicing their move. She is one happy camper right about now, guys. And I don't mind it. I think it's good for her to do, but at the same time, taking time from me. You know what I'm saying? I miss my wife. I said, they got so many activities. Every week she's out and about, and I'm like, man, I miss you. When you coming home? Come on. I miss that time with her, And so, but I have to be, I guess, generous and share her with others. That's most important. She's doing a good thing. It's not selfish. It's helping others, and I can always agree with that. All right. So, what do you guys think about the banking situation? What do you guys think about the situation in Ukraine? What do you guys think about? I'm giving out ideas because I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm not just gonna hang up on you like I normally do. What do you guys think about African American women and how they treat black men? All of those are hot issues and topics that are on a lot of people's minds. As far as African American men and black women, there is some serious issues in the relationships and the dynamics between black men and black women in America. A lot of black men, and especially people that are moving to the Philippines, currently have a problem with the black women. They think that the black women are arrogant. They think that they're overbearing. They think that they're selfish, and they're all about themselves. And they don't care about building up the man. They want to tear the man down. Now that's the idea and a lot of mentality in a lot of people's mind. I share some of that may be true, and there's some women like that. But I want to suggest that we be open-minded and then we look at the whole spectrum of black women and not just a particular subset. Many black women out there are, like I say, very negative-minded, toxic. But there are some that are very positive and don't share those negative traits. So we don't want to lump all African American women or black women in that category because there's some good women out there, And I didn't when I came to the Philippines, I didn't come out here because I was angry with the United States government and how they treated me and all that, and I didn't like the women and I didn't come out here for that. I wanted a change in my life. For one full year after my divorce, I stopped dating. And I stopped dating because I had to heal. I needed time to heal, okay? And if you don't know what healing means, that means recover. Recover your mentality, recover your emotionality. I had invested 20 years in a marriage and it went south, And there were signs, okay? But I didn't pick up all the signs, And when the signs that I saw, silly me, I denied it. And I put it to, oh, she gonna be all right, And so all of those things caused the breakup. And when you get to a breakup, ain't no sense in trying to say, well, let's get back together now. Let it go. Okay? Because if you get back together, usually it's worse than the first time. Okay? Worse than the first. So after being divorced, I decided to take a break from all dating life, all social life like that was far opposite sex. And I just try to work on me. There were some things I needed to work on. Okay? And there's some things to this day I still need work on. We all are not self-sufficient in ourselves, in our own selves yet. And we all are a work in progress. So I got to a point where I felt that I needed to branch out again because, I like female companionship. That's just the way I am. God made me that way, and ain't nothing wrong with that. And so I branched out again. And when I started trying to date, there was some people on my job. I dated this one lady I dated on my job. And she was an African-American woman. She was nice and everything, but she brought her son over to my house. And what did she do that for? The little boy broke my coffee table. I told you, man, he broke my coffee table. I said, what is he doing? He said, oh, he just playing. He gonna be all right. Next guy knows, I had a glass coffee table, and it was held by metal. Next guy knows, I said, what's that? Because we were in the other room talking. He done broke the coffee table, and I'm thinking he didn't get hurt because the glass is broke too. He said, Junior, what are you doing? I said, Junior, you better sit down, man. So, and the stuff like that caused me to like, what? This is how the dating life, you got to deal with them and their babies and their baby mamas too. You know, so I was like, that turned me off. And then I had dated some people on some dating sites that were African American women online, and I didn't like that. I guess they were just, I think they were too, I don't know, they were superficial. What can the idea that I got from them is, what can you do for me? It wasn't about what can we mutually do to assist each other in growing and learning and coming to a consensus how to deal with each other in life and building on a relationship. That's not what I was getting. I was getting how much you make, where you work, what kind of car you got, do you have a house? That's the stuff I was getting, you know? And I don't want to start my relationship on materialism. Who does that? I want to learn about you, and you should want to learn about me. And so when I discovered that the majority of women were doing that to me, I said, man, maybe it's time for a change. You know, and I'd always loved exotic women or Asian type women as a kid until an adult. So one of my guys at work, he was married to a Thai woman. And he said, well, man, Bobby, you need to try Thai women, you need the best women. You know, he showed me his wife's picture and everything. He's a white guy. I said, man, I don't know. And so he gave me a Thai dating site, and I went on and tried to talk. Yeah, but the problem I had with the Thai women was that language barrier. You have to know Thai because most of them don't. And if they do know any type of English, it's only a few words, broken stuff. And so that turned me off. And so I went to him and said, man, that ain't working out for me. And then he said, well, try the Philippines. They speak English. So I got on the Philippines dating site, and that's when I met the lovely Lisa D. And that's why my reason for being here. I found a beautiful person. It wasn't nationalistic or her ethnic related to her ethnicity being in Filipina. It was related to her heart. We began talking because when I started talking to Lisa D, ladies and gentlemen, I had no idea. I didn't like her. I'll be honest with you. It wasn't, she wasn't physically. I'm sorry, Lisa D. Okay, let me put it like this. When I first started talking to Lisa D, I wasn't able to see the beauty of her. I misunderstood the beauty in her because I was looking at the exterior and not her interior. When I got in touch with her interior beauty is when I became in love with her, when I fell in love with her, when I became captivated by her charm, okay? And so that's why I moved here, because initially Lisa D was supposed to come to the US, and then that didn't work out. And then she said, well, I don't know, you might want to leave me now. I said, no, I'm not going to leave you. I don't leave you because I love you. So we have to change plan. Plan A don't work, you go plan B. So plan B, I came here, and I've been here ever since 2014. It's been a blessing living with these people out here. They're pleasant-minded, most of them. Now, I can tell you some stories, but overall, the people out here are friendly-natured. They're happy. They're accepting. They're loving, and they're caring. And my life has been improved by being here. I've enjoyed my time here, and I will continue to be here as long as I enjoy my time. But I got to tell you, I'm really seriously looking at maybe going back to the U.S. for a little while. Okay, just because I haven't seen my people in face to face, up close and personal since 2018. So that's a long time to be away from your people. So eventually I'll be going back. Let's go to the comments and questions, situations on this show today. This is Diaz. You got a message deleted. What's up, Diaz? Why you? Murphy deleted your message. What'd you do, Murphy? What'd you say, Diaz? He done deleted it. It said, Murphy said, hello, Bobby. What's up? What's up? Murphy says, hello, and congratulations, Diaz. Diaz message deleted again. Diaz, what you doing, man? Diaz, you all right today, Diaz? What you been drinking, man? You all right? Okay. Diaz got another 3 messages. Diaz, are you okay, man? Murphy Hayes, doing great, working on my next trip. Okay, Murphy Hayes is doing great. He says he's working on his next trip. Let us know where your next trip. I think you told me Japan. Is that right? If that is Japan, you're going to have a great time. You and I went to Japan in 2018, and we had an awesome time. We enjoyed ourselves to the max. That's one of the best countries I have ever been in. The people are accepting. They're not as friendly as the Filipinos are. I can tell you that. But they're very, very helpful. They're not argumentative, and they're sort of laid back and calm people, and we enjoy that. One of the things I enjoyed most about Japan or Tokyo was the cleanliness of the city. Everywhere we went, I never saw a piece of paper in the street, and everywhere we went on the street, on the sidewalk, there was always someone sweeping and picking up. Okay, so it's a beautiful place. You will enjoy it to the max, and I know you will have a great time. Just make sure you plan it out, get your tours up and everything, and you're gonna have a good time. Murphy, see, I know especially Miller. Okay, Manila. I don't know, Diaz. Is you fat fingering his comments, Murphy? Sometimes people be hitting the buttons by mistake. Okay, Murphy says, I know especially
Maybe
Manila.
there's a bug.
Lisa D said it might be a bug. He can now just deleting his message. All right, Murphy Hayes is the only Murphy Hayes is the only Blue Ranch on the show today. It's just Murphy Hayes and Diaz. So Murphy Hayes like, you ain't gonna say that. Okay, it's like that, Murphy. It's like that, Diaz. Murphy Hayes said, not too soon, but don't have an exact. Okay, so he's going to Japan, not too soon, but he's planning for a trip, and you don't have exact yet. That's always good to do. Plan ahead and stay ahead and be ahead. So when
Don't
you
forget the butt pad.
the what?
Don't forget to bring your butt pad, Sir Danny.
She said, don't forget to bring your butt pad. You know what that means, y'all. Murphy complained about the flight being so long, and when he got on the plane, the butt started hurting. And Lisa D said, you should bring a butt pad. Those flights going to Asia from the U.S. can be very, very long, very, very tiring, very, very fatiguing. But you got to plan that too. When I take the flights, I have stuff to read. I have CDs to listen to, and I just sometimes I just meditate. Think about the Lord, think about the goodness of God, and all kind of stuff just come through my mind. And I have planning sessions, and then sometimes you get so tired you just don't want to do nothing but lay down. Just stay there. But it will tax you. It will tax you physically, mentally, and emotionally. When you get off that plane, you're gonna know you've been on the plane for a long time. So the best thing to do when you get off that plane, stretch your body real good and try to get a masseuse or get a massage, good massage, or get you a good hot shower. Or if you have a tub where you're going, get in the tub and soak your body, get you some Epsom salt. Murphy's, yes, message deleted again. He said, Murphy's, you mean undesirables? Okay, I'm not sure. So I'm not sure what that means. Diaz must have said some stuff again. Murphy, you said Lisa D dancing? Lisa D,
No.
she's over there cooking.
Rolling.
Look at her. She's over there cooking at the sink. Y'all I know she like to cook, right?
Yeah.
That's her thing right there. She cooking at the sink. She's not dancing. Uh
No, we're practicing dance.
you mean the dance? Yeah. She's in a dance team, y'all. With the team. Let me backtrack. Lisa D joined Pastor Charles' team of, I guess, Christian women, and they go around assisting children and people in need, giving food and whatever assistance they can. And so Lisa D had joined the team, and they indoctrinated her on what they do, and they get ready to form a dance team for that team, and they're practicing the dance. They have a group dance that when they go out to minister.
Some Christian song, my dear, and then we created a dance.
Okay. She said they're going to sing Christian songs, and then they created a Christian dance to go along with the song when they sing it. So that's what they're practicing. They want to get it perfected, and she's enjoying it to the max, man. This is one of the best things that has happened to Lisa D, because in our neighborhood there are people that she knows here and all like that, but they're really not, like Christian as she is. They're just people, right? They're not in the Lord that much. But these ladies are Filipinas, but they're in the Lord, just like her. And so she's bonded them with them very, very quickly. And I think that that's one of the best situations has happened to her in a long time. I want her to be with those women and I want her to participate in those Christian acts because I can see a change in her demeanor, and I can see the joy all over her when after she's come with being them. She's happy with the rest of the day, and I'm just a little loving it. All right, we got Murphy Hayes. He said, black women are done because that's what they worked hard for. No one wants them, and you can't tell the good from the bad. So, very large percentage of men don't care, and the white men feel the same. Whoa, boy. Murphy, hey, woo, Lord. Woo, Lord Murphy. Okay, let's just break this down. What he said. He said black women are done. Okay, so what is he saying is nobody wants to be bothered with a black woman. Okay, in 2023, black women on the end of the poll as far as your selection choices for females, but rather it's, and according to him, it's either with the black man or the Caucasian man. Nobody wants the black woman. Okay, so let's look at the reason why. Why is that, Murphy? Why would nobody want them? Okay, number one, could it be that they're overbearing? Could it be that they're demanding? Could it be that they're selfish? Possibly, But then when you look at the whole spectrum of women, a lot of women are overbearing. A lot of women are selfish. A lot of women are, all for themselves, and that's all over the world. Not necessarily just black women. So I think that we need to be a little bit more inclusive and understand that that's a female trait that's shedding all over the world. Now, not only do black women or some black women like that, but there's some Caucasian women, there's some brown women, there's Asian women like that too. You come here to the Philippines, you're gonna find the same type, especially the some Filipinos that are scammers. That's all they about. How much money you got, sir? Well, did you buy me that Gucci bag like I told you? You know what I'm saying? That's how you get. So it's just not limited to. I don't think it's. This is my personal opinion. You guys, you got your opinion. I got mine. I just don't think it's limited to African American or black women in America. I think it is a global phenomenon, and this global phenomenon is based on the rise of feminism, the feminist movement in the United States and globally around the world. Okay, even in the Philippines, there's a sort of a feminist movement coming out where women are tired of being treated as second-class citizens and so forth. Philippine women are very, very mature for their age. Most of them are. They're very, very mannerable and easy to get along, and they love family. Okay, those are some of the traits that are opposite of the African American woman and the American woman, whether African American or not, in general. Okay, most American women are demanding. They're not easy to get along with. They want their way, and if the man don't bend, they will break the man. That's just the way it is, and that's why a lot of men are choosing to go overseas for a choice of a female. However, I continue to say that you can find some black women that are not like that, and some white women as well. It's a very hard task nowadays, but it can be done. Let's go right train by DC One Nation Group One Look. Murphy Hayes. I'm sorry, D. I hit the wrong button type. He knocked out 15 of the comments, man. Murphy Hayes, what you been drinking now? He just. It's what time is it? It's like
I
what?
remember Terry Fleming knocked down the
Yeah,
comments of King Arthur.
yeah. Terry
There
Fleming.
was a button her.
Terry Fleming knocked out about 15 of King Arthur's comments. And it was Lisa D, I didn't see the comment. Lisa D, he has a good comment. It was cracking jokes. But that's what happens sometimes. We only got one blue ridge on it. So thank you. Thank you for showing up, Murphy. And it's okay. I'm sure Diaz understand. He didn't do it on, it wasn't intentional, Diaz, okay? Don't get mad at the man, okay? He was doing his job, looking out for it. But it wasn't intentional. He hit the wrong button, okay, man? Diaz, he said, it's cool, Murphy. Huh?
Murphy Hayes have what's the sensitive screen.
Okay, so Murphy Hayes,
That.
Murphy's probably watching on his cell phone rather than his laptop. I know he got a laptop, and he's probably just hitting the sensitivity on the screen is too much according to Lisa D. So that's what it is. I'm sorry about
They
that.
can what's that? Adjust that.
Yeah, you can go to settings and adjust that sensitivity, Murphy, if you need to. But Lisa D says probably that's what it is. It's just too sensitive, and anything just if you go near your phone, it moves. That way you gotta adjust. Let's go round train, Bobby Lisa, One Nation under the groove and look. He says cool, Murphy. Anthony Liggins. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? You good, man? So good to see you in the house today. He said, what's up, BobbieD and LisaD? Congrats, Murphy Hayes. Looks like you're number 2. Yeah, Murphy Hayes did number 2. He didn't do number 1. Diaz was number 1. He was number 1. Diaz was number 1. Murphy Hayes number 2. And what happened with Diaz is Murphy Hayes knocked him out of the number. Now y'all know how to kick somebody out of number one spot. Just be a blue wrench and delete their comment. And they get kicked out of the number one spot. That's what happened to Diaz. Diaz was number one, y'all. So let's see.
No. Gani said, "You're cheating on me. I'll teach you fire on you."
Yeah. Yeah. So Terry Fleming, Gunny was number two. Diaz was number one. So that's what happened, y'all. Let's get the record straight. All right, Diaz, he said, I prefer the Thai over Filipinos, but just like you said, there's a language barrier. Yeah.
Yes.
Diaz says he prefers Thai women over
So
Filipinos.
she's still there.
I don't know. I have never dated a Thai woman, okay? I've heard a lot about them from my friend I work with at Verizon. He was married to a Thai wife. He said they're very, very detailed oriented. They have family people. They're a little bit like Filipinos, but it's a little bit different. They're not that friendly. And there's a huge language barrier. Because, again, since you've been to Thailand, you know most of them don't speak English. So, but if you can get over the language barrier, I guess it would be all right. But I had so much trouble with the language barrier because I wanted to talk. And, I like to talk, find out about you and you find out about me. And they couldn't understand me. I could tell them, no, so I let that go. But Thai women are very, very good. I did a show, several years ago now, 2 3 years ago, and I compared Thailand to the Philippines. And when it came down to category of women, I had rated the Filipino better, more than the Thai women, and that's because I'm married to one. I'm a little bit, I guess biased in that respect, but their similarities are very, very great. The same similar area, similar culture, similar environment, So there's some things that are different. As far as the religion, most Thai people are Buddhism and Hinduism, versus in the Philippines, the majority of people here are Catholics, Roman Catholics. I think it's like 85% Roman Catholic. So that makes a difference. The religion and how the woman is raised. Most Thai women are family people, just like the Filipinos. But I think that Philippines, the family appeal is more important to the Filipino woman than the Thai woman. That's just my personal opinion. Let's go round trade by BobbieD, One Nation of Women Love. We got hold on. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I went down too far. Okay, Murphy said, my fingers are fat and my butt is skinny. That's why I need a pillow. I got you, man. But that's all right, man. We understand what happened. We all right with that. He said, okay. Murphy, he said, all right, Sliggins, Diaz is number one. Yeah, he got it. He beat you number one on the show today. Y'all give him his props. And Lee said, my bad. I can't see his comments. Congrats, Diaz. Murphy, if you're number two, you know what the tuba queen says for you. And then Ryan.
Number two.
Just won't do. Hey, man, you all right, man.
But he kicked out Diaz, that way he's number two.
Now y'all know the secret how you can be number one. If you're a blue wrench, delete that comment. That nobody else can see it. But don't do that. I was just playing. All right, he said, okay, Murphy said, white men don't want a percentage of the white women that are more modern. The white men, okay, let me understand what he's saying there. The white men don't want a percentage of the women that are modern, okay? Percentage of the women, okay. Break that down for me some more, perfect. Anthony Lee, he said, lots of people prefer black women too, Gunny. Me and Halle Berry got a strong thing going on. Yeah, there's some very fine black women out there, but Halle Berry's been married like 4 or 5 times, so I don't know about her attitude. You know what I'm saying? And she's had black men, she's had white husbands as well, so I don't know. But if I had to choose between an African American woman, a Filipino woman, a Russian woman, a Thai woman, or Vietnam, whatever, I would choose Filipino every time. Okay, I would, because I'm familiar with their characteristics. I understand they're Filipinos. When you think about how they are evolved in the world, they came from the mixture of different ethnicities. Okay, they got Spanish in their blood. They got African Americanism in their blood. They got Japanese in their blood. They got Chinese in their blood. It's a mixture of different races. And so with that, amalgamation of things in their bloodstream. This is a very unique individual. It's different. They're different. Got some Korean in their blood too. So their makeup is very, very unique. Um, Mostly it's good. But in any person, you got your bad side, you got the good side. The bad side, you don't want to be around there. Don't get on the bad side because they go into Tampo. And that many people think that Tampo is unique to the Filipino, but it's not. If you think about it, Tampo is just a cooling off period, you know. And women all over the world cool off. When if they don't like something, they back their H up. They don't speak. They give you the silent treatment. And that's what Tampa is pretty much. The silent treatment, and it's just not exclusive to Filipinos. It's any woman. When I was married, my ex-wife did the same thing. When she didn't agree with me, we had an issue. Hi, good morning. What's good about it? So it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? It goes over or extends over lines of ethnicity or racial lines. That's just a female trait that most all women and men do it too. You mess with somebody, they don't like it, they can come off cold too. Give you the cold shoulder. So we always say Tampa is unique to the Philippines, but it's really not. It's most women have that trait. Let's go round train about EC one nation of guru love. He said, Anthony, he said, lots of people, okay, I got that. Anthony Liggins, he said, Murphy, the one drinking tuba tonight. Murphy's the one drinking the tuba. That's why his fingers are so fat. I got you, man. Murphy Hayes, riding the train, Bobby and EC, one nation of guru and love. He said, that's true, Bobby. Most of the sisters are the worst. Oh, Lord. Murphy Hayes got a thing going on with them sisters out there. If you're an African American sister, don't mess with Murphy. Don't step his way. Cause he ain't got nothing for you. Oh, Lord. But you know what, man?
But I'm still waiting for the gunny.
Huh? Where the car go there? What'd you say?
I'm still waiting for the thing that Gunny will give it to me.
What's supposed to get you?
The small gun.
Lisa D said she's waiting for the gift that Gunny is supposed to give to her, a small gun. She just playing, man. She ain't gonna get that. But yeah, it's all about your taste in women. And what I always tell everyone is to look inside out. Inside, that's what I discovered with Lisa D. When I met Lisa D, I looked outside and then I looked in. I should not have done that. I should have looked at her inner beauty and discovered that first. But no, I was so shallow, I looked at the exterior. You know? And when you focus on the exterior, you have a tendency to forget the interior. And so I focused on the exterior for the first month or so, and that was not the best for me to do. But as she was so, her personality was so pervasive and so warm and tender to me, the interior began to come through the exterior. And I began to pick up on her spirit and how pleasant she was and how nice she was and how me and her got along so well. And then when I saw that, I said, man, bump her. She, bumped him, the side. And I'm like, I'm with her, And I realized that that's what I wanted. So always look inside out. No matter how they look, well, you don't want no Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying? But, they look decent. Then, look at the inside, Let's go round train about EC one nation of growing up. Diaz, he says, I think a lot of banks are going to fail. The top 5 to 10 banks will survive and absorb the fit. That is correct. I talked about that a few days ago when I talked about the bank issue. If you're I gave you a list of the top 4 banks, and they're not going to fail. They have positioned themselves to survive any economic downturn, and they're not going to fail. If you have your money in Bank of America, if you have your money in Chase, if you have your money in Wells Fargo, if you have your money in Citigroup or Citibank, you're going to be fine. Just fine. Number 1, they have FDIC insurance. That's Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. That's a private company, but they federally insure your deposits. Okay, so up to $250,000. If you have $1 million in there, you might be in trouble because they're only going to insure the first $250,000. Now, as I mentioned to you several days ago when Biden gave his talk, he made a special I guess, exception for this particular period of time where they're going to, the FDIC is going to insure your entire savings or money that you had in the bank if the bank fails. Everything, not just up to the first 250,000. So I'm not sure if that's going to continue from this point forward, going on an ongoing forward basis or not. But that's the exception for this time. But yeah, be in the top five of those. I got Chase myself. I had Bank of America. I had Fidelity. I had Schwab at one point. But and then be careful about your credit unions, guys. Credit unions have I think it's National Insurance Credit Union, something like that. It's similar to the FDIC, but they don't do as much as the FDIC would. So if you have a lot of your money in the credit union, because credit unions give better interest rates than regular private banks, okay? So if you have a lot of your money in credit union, you may want to go and talk to them and ask about their credit union insurance deposits on their deposits and see what it's all about. Let's go around train by DC One Nation Group One Love. Murphy here, he said Western women. Okay, I got you, man. He said Western women are all about themselves. It's that bad. It's that bad here, Bobby. You can't even approach them. Okay, I can agree with that. When I went back to home, I've been home twice since I've been here. First time I was shocked. The second time I went home, I was even more shocked on the attitude of some of the African American women and how they would. I didn't talk to any of them, because I'm married. But I could hear them talking to the guys and how, I was like in Walmart, just hearing the people talk to each other. I was like, what? She said, what? Cussing each other out in the Walmart, and they got kids. I said, wow. So I was taken aback by that, and so that gave me an idea of where African American women are as far as respect for the family, respect the individual that you call your man. Let's go around to BobbieD DC One Nation. Anthony Lyons. Anthony, he said, the black women in South Africa are amazing. It's a great place to find a wife. Okay. Never been to South Africa. I've heard a lot of stuff about it. I know that CNN shows a lot of information regarding African nations in general. One of my friends, Jeffrey, I forgot his last name, Jeffrey Robertson, married a woman from Rwanda. You ever heard of Rwanda? It's a small country in Africa. And he says, I met Jeffrey. He's a subscriber to the show. I met him. He was trying to find a Filipina, and as I mentioned to you, all Filipinas are they're nice. Most of them are, but there's some of them that's crazy, wild and out. But he said he couldn't find one that was reasonable and all like that, and he got tired. You see, so he went to the motherland. He actually moved there to Rwanda, and then he got a job there because he's a air traffic controller. So it's easy to get a job for him there. And he met this lady out there, and they got married. Now they're in the States now. They came back to the States, to take care of his mother. But African women are very solid women, and you got to look at it that they're black women, but they don't have the same mentality as the African American black women, okay? Because they're from a foreign country. Now they're from our motherland. And when you talk to this is another issue. When you talk to an African from Africa, a native African, which is a black person, because they're white Africans too. Okay, you understand that? They're white Africans as well as black Africans. Some people in their minds only think about African people are black. Now, you go to South Africa. Many white Africans were born in South Africa, and they say that's my country. I'm an African. So, when you talk to a black African in some of the African nations, they will tell you that I have no affiliation with an American black. American black and I have nothing in common except for the blackness. And that's partly true. We always think that we're brothers. Maybe, we might be as far as we color, but that's about it. Africans have a different mindset. They have a different way of communicating. They have a different cultural aspect as opposed to the Americans, black Americans, and so we have to bridge that gap because we are related. That's the country we came from, but we don't relate. Okay, let me put that again. We are related, okay, but we don't relate, and that's it. That has to be bridged. That gap has to be bridged. Okay, if you think about it, we just had St. Patrick's Day recently, and all the people from Ireland, they celebrate St. Patrick's Day, even though they're Americans. They're from Irish descent, and they celebrate St. Patrick's, which is all the way, what do we celebrate from Africa? Not a whole lot. Kwanzaa just started being popular. You know, because a lot of Africans don't even think that there's a type of relationship between the Africans and Americans. And so a lot of the Americans, black Americans, don't think that there should be a relationship between the Africans and Americans as well. So there is a great room for growth there to heal ourselves and to become one again. That was taken away from us when we were transplanted to this country. Let's go round train by releasing one nation of one love. America, hey, you see, I mean the white women, they also have bad attitudes and their expectations every day. Okay, okay, I can attest to that. I can agree with that. And you have to look at the reasoning behind that is because of the feminist movement. That is one of the major reasons. Feminism has, just infiltrated the minds of a lot of American women, whether black, white, brown, Asian. And so with that in mind, yeah, it's going to be all kinds. But again, hold up. Sorry, Lord. Lisa D is cooking, and I think there's some black pepper that I must have breathed in. But anyway, what I say? Yeah, feminism has infiltrated the minds of women all over the world. Okay, and it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger as time goes on. So what do you do? What do you do? Well, I'll tell you what a lot of African Americans are doing right now. They're leaving the country. Yeah, they're leaving the country for Asian countries, Latin countries. Markel is in Colombia. The women over there have a different mentality as relates to family and men as well. And one of the things that Colombia women and Philippines women have in common is their religion. Okay, most Colombian women are Catholics, Roman Catholics. So when you understand that the Roman Catholic Church is about the family, then that's some degree of understanding how the Filipinos about the family as well, and the Colombian women as well too. Now, Buddhism and Hinduism is the majority religion in Thai. So it's a big difference. It's how you deal with the women. And then again, Islam. A lot of men, a lot of African American men are switched to Islam. Because they believe that religion helps them get a woman that has Islamic religion. And if you know anything about the Islamic religion, women are subservient to the man. Okay, and the man has pretty much jurisdiction of everything that woman does, say, talk. Some men like that. Some men like to be controlling. I'm not the one. I'm not like that. When I have a woman on my side, a female with me, my job is to take care of her, to provide for her, to assist her, to help her, and not to stymie her and to shape her and what I want her to be. My job is to help her grow and mature to be the best person she could be. That's my job, and I take it seriously. So I would never go to any Islamic religion or take over a woman like that. To me, that's not right. But and I'm not knocking that religion because if it works for them, it works for them. Let's go round train by release. One nation, a group, one love. Murphy, he said, Sir Liggins, I mean American black women, not foreign black women. Okay. American black women. Okay. All right, I got you. He was comparing American black women as compared to foreign African black women. That's what he's talking about. And black women from Africa. Got you, man. Got you. Howard Cuba, what's up, big Howard? You in the house today? He said, Aloha, BobbieD and LisaD, what's up? What's up? Howard coming to us from Aloha, Honolulu, Hawaii. What's up, man? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Howard is one of the Markel's guys on the Markel TV podcast. Check it out when you can. If you're a veteran. We won't be there tomorrow, guys, because I got an appointment, but I'll be there. I might try to get there later on or sometime Saturday. Hook up with you. But if you get a chance, check out Markel's podcast, Markel's TV, the podcast. If you're a veteran out there, man, and you need information, how to get your benefits, now, I'm not talking about lying and cheating to get your, now, on the real, the right way, the tight way, the long way, and the strong way. You legit. I ain't talking about those trying to go beyond the paperwork, the line. I fudge this and fudge that. No line. If you have a definite and legitimate need and concern, you're a veteran, Markel is able to assist you. He's assisted hundreds of veterans all over this world in getting what's due them, rightfully due. And he shows you what you need to do, put in the paperwork, and he makes sure that before you put that in, that you're legit. You have a legitimate concern. You don't take anybody line and stealing that ain't gonna work. Okay? Check it out. Markel TV, the podcast. Let's go. Who we got? Ron Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation, a group of love. Murphy, hey. He said, I'm done with my rants. Thanks for listening. Hey, man, this is what we are. We're a community. We're a community of men, women. We come together. We talk about whatever's on our mind. This is the rant time right now. This is the rant time. This is how we get together. Just hang out, bang out, clang out. Whatever's on your mind, bring it up. We're going to deal with that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. That's how each one reach one, each one teach one. Let's go, Round Train. Who we got? Diaz. She said, I was talking to a Filipino from Chicago in Thailand, and she was playing the same Westerner games there. One night I wanted to hang out with my friends, and she started hitting me and talking crazy. Ooh, what? Ooh, Lord, you better let that go. I think I'm about to let it go, let it go. Might be another TKO. Oh. Yeah, that was a TKO, man. You gonna let that thing go, okay? When anytime a woman put her hands on you, man, don't fool with them, because it's something that ain't right. If that's how she got to resort to communication, you don't need that in your life. If anytime a woman slap you, and some of them like to slap, I got slapped by a woman one time. I ain't, I'm telling you, and y'all, I ain't no woman ever slapped. Stop the lie, mister. You must ain't never dealt with a woman. I had a woman slap me one time, and I provoked her into doing it. So I don't say she was right doing it, but I dared her, you know. Anyway, but no, women when they do that, I let her go. I didn't beat her up, I didn't hit her back, and you ain't got no business doing that either. But I let when a woman puts your hands on you and they act erratic, that's a sign that she's lost something. She's missing something. She's missing her sensibilities, her understanding. Her moral fiber is not there where you need it to be. If you don't touch her and beat her and stuff, she got no business putting her hands on you. And you vice versa, you have no business putting her hands on her. So when you find a woman that's violent, some women would throw pots and pans. Some women would smash a plate. Some women would smash dishes. All that kind of stuff. Glasses. Trying to show that you done got on their last nerve. You got to show me that you upset like that. I don't need you in my life. That shows me, lady, that you are out of control. Then, Janet Jackson said, control, control. You remember that song? You out of control, and I don't need you in my life out of control. But when people get out of control, they're very dangerous to your existence. Let's go, Ron Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation, a group of love. We got, see, what was that? Where was that? Diaz said, she started throwing stuff, and yeah, she was crazy, man. You let them people go. Murphy, he said, no, I do like Ethiopian women. They seem to be amazing. Okay, I have been around a few Ethiopian women. They are some of them, the ones I was around was very smart women, and they're a lot of them are intellectual. They think about a lot of stuff, and they're very considerate people. I haven't been around to know them a lot, but I know some of them, so that's good. And most of the Ethiopian women, beautiful, man. Them some fine mammoth gems. You hear me? They are beautiful. They have big, good hair, the skin tone, the nose, the features. They are some beautiful women. You hear me? And most of them are slender. They're not real big. Most of them are slender. Let's go. Round Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation, group run up. Thank you. Terry Flynn for the donation to the nation.
Thank
More
you,
blessings.
Terry.
Much love. Thank you so much, brother, from another mother.
And don't do chichi pie on other comments.
What?
Thank you so much for the donation. More blessings, much love.
More blessings, much love. Thank you so much, Terry Fleming. Rain Man coming, Rain Man coming, Rain Man, Rain Man, Rain. I had to come to y'all on the handheld today, y'all, because my audio on my computer, I don't know what's going on. Yesterday, the last time I did a broadcast, I couldn't hear. My speakers had an issue. So I corrected that issue. I can hear my speakers fine now. Now, when I I started the broadcast this morning on the computer, the microphone is not working. Part of that's my problem. I switched out a mic about 3 days ago. I got a dynamic mic. Remember I told you I was going to get a dynamic mic as opposed to a condenser mic because the quality is better. So I got a dynamic mic. I switched it out and it worked for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, no sound. I was like, what's going on? I did everything and I couldn't get it to work. So I switched the dynamic out and put the condenser mic back in. Now, the condenser mic's not working. So I got to work on that before I can get back on the the pewter. Okay, let's go. We got Ron Chain. We got Murphy Hayes. He says the American culture destroys it all. American culture destroys all it touches. Yeah. Um, you know what, man? Growing up in America, I can attest to the fact that the culture in America, as far as rat race and dog eat dog, that has a tendency to mess people up. You know, it takes out the human compassion. It takes out the ability to blend, blend and form bonds with others. It takes all of that out when it's dog eat dog. You know, looking out for number one. It's the mindset of most Americans nowadays, and that shouldn't be. If you have good moral values, you were brought up by a good family, you're gonna look out for not only you but somebody else too, and that all around. That's what people supposed to do. So, number one thing, when you trying to find the right one, baby, you better take your time, okay? Because a lot of times what happens is women will fool you and they will school you. They go with you 3-6 months down the line. You think, oh, she fine, she the best one ever. Ah, yeah, yeah. Next thing you know, she done got your money. You understand the all. As you said, you asked her for some help. You know, I gave you 5,000. Can you send me 1,000? I'm all right. I just had a bad turn in my job. And, what? That money gone. And I need you to send me some more. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take time to find out the true character of a woman, whether she's African American, whether she's Thai, whether she's Filipina, Russian. I don't care. It takes time. And if you don't put the time in, the time gonna put in you. Okay? She gonna take all your time, all your money, all your jollies, all your thought life, all your spiritual. You're gonna be woke. You're gonna be broke, but you're gonna be woke after she done broke you. That's when you get woke, cause she broke you and you got nothing to show for it, but some lies she done told you, and you sitting around there making yourself feel like a fool, and everybody you know say pointing the finger at you because you done some foolish stuff. Wise up, man. Give yourself time to understand that woman, to understand if she's for you, to understand if you're for her. You need time. Don't cut no corners. This is what happens. Boy meets girl. Girl likes boy. Boy likes girl. They go to bed. On the first date, they go to bed. Where have you given yourself time to know that woman, ladies and gentlemen? Where have you given yourself time to understand her and her to understand you? Is that so? So what happens all too more often than not, ladies and gentlemen, we get a sexual affair and we call it love. Well, she's so fine, man. I love her. She love her. We made love last night. No, you didn't make love last night, buddy. You made sex last night. You had a sexual fling. So just be honest. Stop trying to lie. But yeah, man, she's so love. She fine. We feel in love with each other. Come on, man. Be real. Sex is sex, and sex is not love. Love is not sex. It's two different things. Okay? Let's go. Round train by Lisa. One on the rule run love. We got. Thank you. Thank you so much, Murphy. Hey, for the donation to the nation. More blessings. Much love. Thank you so much, Gunny. I appreciate that, man.
More blessings to you.
Much love. Much love. Lisa D over there having a good time with herself. She is using her tablet. Hold it up, Lisa D.
Right here.
She's using her Pastor Charles tablet, and she is really wilding out over it. She loves that tablet, and it's doing good. Let's go. Round train by Lisa. One nation group love. And the Lincoln, he's a big ball of Terry Flamm in the house. Toot. Everybody hit the like button for me one time. 1, 2, 3. Chit-cha-pie-ya. 1, 2, 3. Chit-cha-pie-ya. Hit the like button, man. Come on, man, please. Hit the like button, please. We don't have a lot of folks. Hit the like button, man. Don't take that much. Let's go. Round train by releasing One Nation Groove of Love. Terry Flamm. He said, me, I don't have a problem with women of all colors and race. I have a problem with bad attitude and spoiled dispositions. Okay. So Terry Fleming said, the color don't matter to him. The race don't matter to him. It's your attitude and your dispositions. If you have a bad attitude, don't step his way. But I got news for you, Brother Terry. All women got bad attitude. Especially when that time of month come around. Come on, man. Some women, when that time of month comes, they don't want to say nothing to them. Don't say nothing to them. Don't touch them. Don't look at them. You know what I'm saying? That's a tude, man, you know. And then some women, I found that when that time of month comes, some women, you can't even tell it. You can't even tell. This is calm, and you never know. Okay, but others are the opposite. When that time of month comes, they're very, very sensitive. Uh, they're very, very reserved. They don't want to talk much, and they have a little. It's a little attitude you can tell. So all women have that attitude, but I'm thinking he's talking about when they have more of an attitude. Okay, I got you, man. I got you. Let's go, Roger. We got what we got? Okay, we got a lot of comments out here today. The Murphy Hayes, he said, okay, hold on. I went too far down. Okay, Terry Fleming. He said, hello, Sir Anthony. Terry Fleming, he said, hello, Sir Murphy. What's up, my brother? So good to see Anthony Liggins. He said, sister tried to holler at me today in the grocery store. I told her I was going to the Philippines soon, and she said, don't bring her back with you because all she wants is a green card. You know what, man? I did a show on that very topic. A lot of them just want that. I'm gonna tell you right. She told me part of it's true. A lot of women, all they want is your green card. I'm straight up with you. Let's be real, okay? That's all they want. So it's incumbent upon you, my brother, to determine what her desires are. You know, I told you it takes time. Put the time in, then you can see what she's all about. If she with that green card, it's gonna come out sooner or later, and you want it to come out sooner so you can get rid of it. Okay, but not all of them want the green card. Okay, some of them do, some of them don't. There are a lot of scammers out here. If you guys are watching this program now, you want to come to the Philippines, you want to talk to a Filipino online, be my guest. But understand that when you talk to one online, you're opening up yourself up to the possibility that you just could get scammed. And don't come in here talk about with that superior than thou attitude that nobody gonna scam me. Nah, I'm not the one. I'm a player. Yeah, you gonna get scammed because they know how to get to you right, tight, long term. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Diaz. He said, I told her before she came over that I was hanging out with my friends. I showed up 2 hours late dealing with her drama. Ooh, Lord. No, look here, man. Let me tell you something. When a woman give you drama like that, and you don't deal with that. You check her.
It.
Why do you deserve it?
Because he showed up 2 hours.
No,
Late.
no. He said he was dealing with her. He had another appointment to go to, and he had to deal with her for 2 hours. And he showed up to his appointment 2 hours late dealing with her. See? Yeah. When a woman give you drama like that, man, on a consistent basis, get rid of her. Okay? You don't need no drama queens in your life. You need people that's understanding, reasonable, and can work with you and blend with you and not blend to come against you. Okay? You don't mean nobody can torment you all day and night. And they use their feminism, their charm, and the thing between their legs to bribe you and to manipulate you. Who does that? Who wants that in their life? Treat me right. Because I guarantee you, I'm going to treat you right later. When I see you treat me wrong, I'm gone. And that rhyme, I'm out of here. And so I can make it, it's more to it than what I'm making. It's not as simplified as what I'm making, because when you put a lot of time on an individual, it's hard to cut the cord. If you really have feelings for it, it's hard. But you have to be strong. That separates the men from the boys. Playing with their toys. Are you strong enough, or are you weak as water? Okay? You tell me which one. Because a strong man, even though he loved that woman, he said, look here, let me tell you something. If you put your hands on me one more time, if you talk to me like call me the N word one more time, you know what I'm saying? And tell her you step across my boundary one more time, you out my life. That's how you be. That's how a strong man gonna be. He ain't gonna beat her. He ain't gonna cheat her. He ain't gonna cuss her out. He just tell her what he gonna take and what he don't. And then when you set that boundary, you stick to it. Okay? Let's go around train. Who we got? Murray, he said, I got slapped. I got slapped in grade school, and that's the only time I got a slap for kissing a girl. You know what, man? My first kiss came in what was that? Second grade. I kissed the girl. I didn't kiss her. She kissed me. I was just that kind of guy. What was her name? Oh man, I forgot the girl name, but she was cute, girl. And they sent me and her down to the principal's office. We had to help on some kind of program project. And so she told me and her to go down to the principal. So we had to walk. That school had no elevator, nothing like that. We had to walk down the step. And so she said, can you hold my hand? I don't want to fall. I said, okay. I held her hand. And then when we got down to the bottom of the stair, she said, thank you. And she kissed me on my cheek. I'm like, whoa. I freaked out after that, man. Let's go around. Who we got? Terry Fleming. Terry Fleming, he said, I hate flying bugs. I slapped my phone and deleted a friend. he slapped his phone to get rid of a flying cockroach. Yeah, man, I don't like them bugs either, man. Lisa D. Oh, Lisa D is, ooh, Lord. She don't like bugs at all. If Lisa D see a little fly or mosquito in the house, she gonna get a big can of Raid and spray the whole can. She sprayed the whole can over the whole house to that bug gone. She don't like them, you know. And don't let her see a spider. Oh my goodness, you freak out. These did like that, bro. That's how they are. Let's go around here. We get Terry Fleming. He said, I hate. Okay, I got that. Murphy, what's up, Sir Terry? You good, man? Anthony Liggins. He said, who slapped you, Gunny? He got slapped by a little girl when he was in grade school. He got slapped by a little girl in grade school. That's what happened, man. The childish thing. Let's go, Terry Fleming. He said, a woman once slapped me and made me forget my name. Hey, man, that's what they'll do, man. Women, some of y'all think women ain't nothing. They ain't got no strength. No fool. Don't fool yourself, my brother. They'll kick your butt. I seen women beat up a man. They don't play. Some of them don't play. Black women, too. Some black women are strong, man. I'm telling you. White women, too. So you guys got anyway, she ain't got no power. She just weak. She ain't got no strength. Better go again, come again. Nowadays, they growing bigger than what they did when we were coming up, y'all. These women are strong, okay? They got more muscle than me. You know what I'm saying? Let's go around here. We got Crook Market, how Crook Market, how woo. Say, what say you, Bobby? Hey, man, we blessed and highly favored and flavored of the Lord. Good to see you now today. Love Mark, Crook Mark, he's a love train crew. What it do? It do just fine. It do just fine since you on the train. Let's go, Terry Fleming. He said, hello, sir, Mark. What up? Crook Market, how he said, howdy, Terry Fleming. What's up, Rain, man? What's up, man? He said, hello from North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina. This is our Greensboro, North Carolina man in the house today. I lived in North Carolina for 3 years, and they were some of the best 3 years of my life. I loved North Carolina. I lived in Charlotte. I've been to Greensboro and Raleigh, Durham, Greensboro, a whole other cities there. And I liked Charlotte the best because Charlotte's the capital. I mean, they call it the Queen City. And I had a good time in Charlotte. I didn't have any bad thing to say about the people. The only thing I questioned about was they had this, they call it barbecue, what do they call it, rib shacking or something. They got a funny name to how they call barbecue, and they don't cook barbecue right like everybody else. Let's go around check by Lisa One Nation. We got Murphy Hayes said, a girl named Sheila Moosey, Sheila Moosey? That rhyme with what else? You say, a girl named Sheila Moosey, I stole a kiss and she slapped me so hard. Oh, he stole a kiss. My face felt like it was in Hades. It was burning up. He said, but my body was still at my desk. I was in pain. He was in major pain. She made him pay for that kiss. That was your payment plan. You had to pay with pain for that kiss. I hope it was worth it, Murphy. He said, North Carolina, he said, amazing Monroe in the house. What's up? Calculator, he said, hello, Murphy. What's up, my brother? Okay, Anthony Liggins, he said, bet you didn't do that again, Murphy. No, he learned one time. He didn't want to get hurt again. North Carolina, he said, hello, man, Rain Man. What's up? Murphy, hey, he said, what amazing Monroe and Sir Crook. What up? Terry Fleming, he said, the time of the month is biological. I'm talking about those, okay. Yeah, time of the month is biological, but keep in mind, guys, that time in the month and the biological happenings that come about because of it can wreak havoc in your life if you don't understand how to do what? Deal with it. Okay, and if you don't take it personally, because a lot of us as guys, when that time of month comes up, and we don't take it personally, well, I can't do nothing. You want to what? Why you had to go and do that? They ain't want to do nothing. The crazy stuff we talk because we want to do what we want to do, and they can't do it. So that time of the month men have to understand that and be sensitive to the woman during that time of the month. When it's her time, you'll be all right. But you have to be patient. And I think it's a good thing because sometimes we need to sit it out. You don't have to keep going at it 24/7 every day. Say give it a rest. Let's go around train by EC One Nation Group One Love. Crook Mark, he said, what to say you, Murphy? Terry Fleming, he talking about those cycles, yeah. There's a lot of women out there psycho, man. They really are psycho. They're crazy. They're irritable. You can't talk to them. They're unreasonable. Some of them are paranoid. Some of them are schizophrenic. And you'll never know it until you develop and invest time in them. Time. Okay? They really are. There's a lot of weird women out there. And they gonna come off with the weirdness at first. But after you put time in, that's when the weirdness comes in, and that's where you need to step out. Say, I'm out. Bye. Round train, who we got? Murphy. Murphy, hey, he said, I'm good, so Quick Mar. Hope you are as well. Quick Mar, he said, by the grace of God, I'm doing well, man. Diaz in the house. He said, I agree, Bobby. There's a lot of scammers over here. Most of them are foreign with a Filipino girlfriend or wife. Okay. So most of the scammers over there are foreign with a Filipino girlfriend or wife. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wow. But they are, well, I'll tell you this about Thailand. If you have to be careful about your money over there, okay? They have so many schemes. Thai people have so many schemes to get your money. It was amazing. Lisa D and I think we didn't get, did we get taken, Lisa D?
Yeah, we did. The guy took us somewhere like that.
Yeah, we got taken a little bit. Then after that, we wised up. The guy, he got some money out of us.
Man.
He took us to some, we were supposed to go to some lot of places and stuff like that. He took us to some raunchy places, and we done paid the money, so we had to endure it. But there's a lot of ways to get your money in Thai. Be careful out there in Thailand. Let's go round train. We got Burbazy. After the fiascos for the Liggins, I moved 5 desks behind her and on another row, and she was no longer my girl that slapped my was a divorce. That was the breakup, no makeup. That's what she is saying. We're gonna break this up. It won't be no makeup. Let's go right there.
That was a good divorce.
That was a good divorce. She slapped the H out of him.
That's a sweet kiss.
She slapped him in the Hades. Slapped the face in the Hades and back. Let's go. Terry Fleming said, pardon me. But if I delete someone, it's because a big biting animal keeps flying around me. He hate flying bugs. Okay, I got you, man. I got you. So yeah, man, it was a breeze. It was a blessed day ever. So good to talk to my people today, man. I miss you. We miss you a lot. But we're here today.
Pray for us, guys. Pray for our safety in here. Okay.
Pray for the love team today, okay, man? Pray for the love train and pray for BobbieD and LisaD, One Nation Under Good. We all right. We doing good. And we handling our business like we know we would, okay? Pray for the team, man. Take one for the team. We pray for you. You pray for us. We're going to be all right. All right, guys. Any more? Let's see what we got.
Thank you so much for the donation, Sir Terry and Sir Gunny. Thank you for watching.
Thanks so much for the donation, Terry and Gunny. Appreciate that, man. Y'all keep on keeping on. Again, Friday, might be here at the same time. We'll be here. I'm going to try to do either Friday afternoon when we get through or maybe Saturday. But we'll be back again. Y'all take care. That's it for now. This is BobbieD and
The Two Queen, Lisa D.
saying take care.
God bless and peace.
Peace.
Thank you for watching.